The mysterious creature had remained hidden for 2 million years, but recent groundbreaking discoveries have left the scientific community utterly astounded. Welcome to the mysterious universe. Dear friend, our Earth always holds countless mysteries and wonders, especially when they appear amidst the silent forest bends, distant mountain ranges, or the enigmatic deserts, or by the mysterious dried-up rivers. Recently, explorers and scientists have made many extremely fascinating discoveries. It keeps us constantly experiencing one surprise after another. Let's explore the mysterious universe and revisit the most terrifying, enigmatic discoveries of recent times and today. The mysterious phantom in the wild forest. Ghost. Wandering through the Mao forest for many long years. Loi Loi An is a ghost always clad in a military uniform, wearing a loose robe and a gas mask that completely obscures his face. Striped monster of the Mao forest. For years on end, that specter wandered the same old road every day. The ghost in the windroom's gender, whether man or woman, remains a mystery, but that forest has long been a terrifying obsession, driving everyone to stay far away. Swiss police are making every effort to reach Loi Loi An, while a snapshot shows. I accidentally walked past him, just about 7 meters away. He was quite tall, around 1.9 meters. He glanced at me for a moment, then quietly turned away and strode swiftly into the silent emptiness. A local resident said she had once encountered that mysterious figure in the spring. He wore a baseball cap, a long fit t-shirt, and still had his gas mask on. Several theories suggest it could be a woman suffering from mental illness, a giant, or a person with severe gigantism. Others believe that Loi Loi An deliberately chose a reclusive lifestyle. The local police are still trying to access and unravel this strange and terrifying mystery. While walking from the yard to the garden, a woman in India accidentally discovered an extremely strange stone. She was very curious to know what kind of stone it was, but only dared to touch it lightly. She screamed and ran far away, because it wasn't a rock, but an incredibly soft creature. A moment later, she finally regained her composure to carefully observe the creature before her. It has no fur, and though its eyes are a bit mischievous, its face still radiates innocence and charm. She didn't recognize what kind of animal it was, so she took it to the experts. According to information from the UK's Wildlife Protection Centre, that's a hedgehog with a genetic mutation that prevents it from growing spiky quills. Fur helps protect the body from predators while also providing warmth. To ensure their safety, the Animal Protection Center has provided them with shelter and care in a covered captive environment. Every day, they massage it with baby oil and even gave it an adorable name, Nansen. However, Nansen is not the first bald hedgehog to be taken in by this rescue center. In 2009, this place also took in a hedgehog with identical baldness to Nansen and named him Bodrick. However, he unfortunately passed away not long after. In 2010, the center took in another bald hedgehog and named her Betty. Up to now, Betty has been healthy, plump, and living happily. We always hope that one day, Nansen will have a beautiful coat, with sharp spines and a life just like any other ordinary hedgehog. An interesting fact is that when it comes to hairless animals, we certainly can't overlook the Sphinx cat breed. The Sphinx cat was first discovered in 1966. When a pair of house cats from a Canadian family gave birth to kittens with unusual appearances. The interesting thing is that these cats have faces strikingly similar to the Sphinx statues in ancient Egyptian tombs, while their bodies are completely hairless. Their appearance looks very fierce, especially the forehead with an extremely terrifying shape. This sentence might make you think of the wrinkles in the human brain. However, in reality, the Sphinx cat is an extremely friendly breed and is even considered one of the most intelligent cat breeds in the world. Researchers have discovered a large amount of mercury hidden deep beneath the Maya civilization's pyramid in the ancient city of Teotihuacan. They say this clue could lead to the tomb of Hoang Sa. Teotihuacan is located about 50 kilometers northeast of Mexico City and belongs to the Maya civilization. This city once flourished from 100 BC to 750 AD. The name Teotihuacan later originated from the Atacs people. According to Atacs beliefs, Teotihuacan is the birthplace of the gods. Therefore, at that time, this city undoubtedly surpassed all others in the Americas in scale. It's a shame that there All that is known is that these three mysterious pyramids are connected to a site called the Avenue of the Gods, stretching over 2.4 kilometers. This complex includes the Pyramid of the Sun, the Pyramid of the Moon, and the Temple of the Feathered Serpent Quetzalcoatl, a pyramid-shaped architectural structure. In 2003, two archaeologists from Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History discovered a mysterious tunnel located directly beneath the Pyramid of the Sun in Teotihuacan. When archaeologists first discovered this mysterious tunnel, they thought they would find a treasure trove filled with gold inside. However, instead of that discovery, archaeologists found numerous artifacts such as crocodile teeth, jewelry, seashells, and the skeletons of two jaguars. A mask made of blue-green jade. Notably, researchers also discovered pools of mercury inside. On the walls of the secret tunnel, traces of rising water levels still remain. Additionally, the tunnel ceiling retains streaks of sparkling metal dust, resembling stars twinkling against the night sky. According to some archaeologists, this underground mercury tunnel may recreate the image of a mystical river, guiding the way to the emperor's resting place. The remains of two powerful Western Shah emperors have yet to be discovered. Could this river of mercury hold the key to unraveling that mystery? According to reports, the tunnel deep beneath the pyramid dedicated to the god of cockroaches has remained perfectly preserved for the past 1,800 years. This mysterious tunnel was first discovered by Czech archaeologist Shogo Mečevec after a heavy rain in 2003. Specifically, a few days after the heavy rain, Ms. Mech visited the Teotihuacan area and discovered a sinkhole about 1 meter wide right at the base of the temple. The archaeologist shone his flashlight into the tunnel, but he saw nothing except thick darkness enveloping everything. Therefore, the archaeologist decided to descend into the tunnel to explore its interior. His colleagues assisted him in safely lowering down. In the middle of the tunnel, Mech suddenly realized the path was completely blocked by massive boulders. Previously, archaeologists discovered a small tunnel deep beneath the Pyramid of the Sun. Therefore, this archaeologist hypothesized that what you see is a similar structure, hidden just beneath the pyramid dedicated to the sacred deity Dan. After this, archaeologist Ms. Mech plans to excavate the secret tunnel and continue exploring the site. Thanks to the support from Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History, he was able to use the ground-penetrating radar system. By early 2004, he had assembled a team of 20 workers and carefully selected archaeologists. The research team he led used radar to survey the subsurface layer beneath the temple. By 2005, they had successfully completed the digital map and finished constructing a tunnel approximately 100 meters long, from the temple's surrounding walls and square to the center of the pyramid. In 2009, the Cambodian government and a research team led by Mr. Ko Mech carried out the excavation of the tunnel entrance. Install a ladder for easy access to the underground area below. Initially, the excavation was carried out manually, with the total amount of soil removed from the tunnel reaching approximately 1,000 tons. After removing each layer, a 3D scanner was used to document the excavation process. With the support of remote-controlled devices during excavation in this tunnel. In 2015, Mech and her team discovered tens of thousands of artifacts and 3 interconnected underground chambers. The excavation site has uncovered a variety of artifacts, including statues crafted from green jade. The collection of artifacts here is far more extensive than at other sites in the ancient quarter. However, what surprised the archaeologists the most was that is the existence of a large amount of liquid mercury in the room at the end of the tunnel. Mercury is an extremely toxic substance that can cause severe harm to human health with long-term exposure. Therefore, the research team needs to wear protective masks to prevent mercury poisoning. According to Ms. Mech, beneath the pyramid of the serpent god's temple lies a hidden river of mercury. It seems this is a symbol of a lake or river in the otherworld. Additionally, a large number of artifacts were discovered near the entrances of the 3 rooms. This suggests that this could be the tomb of the upper class in the city. Therefore, this archaeologist believes that this is a sign indicating his research team is getting closer to their goal. Explore the royal tombs of the Tian dynasty in Teotihuacan, which may even unveil the mysteries of the ancient city of Hongman. Scientists believe that Teotihuacan's experiments may have produced liquid mercury from a mercury mineral called chusa. At that time, chusa was often used to decorate jade objects and served various purposes. In reality, traces of Mercury have been detected at 3 separate locations. 2 sites belonging to the MEIA civilization and 1 site from the Olmec civilization are located in the Central America region. However, nowhere contains as much mercury as the area around the Quetzalcoatl pyramid. According to researchers, mercury was an extremely rare element in ancient Mexico. Moreover, chusa ore, which supplies mercury, is not only difficult to mine but also extremely scarce. The discovery of a large amount of mercury at Teotihuacan holds significant importance and immense value. Mercury has a strong reflective ability, so many people believe. The river of mercury hidden beneath this pyramid is likely part of a significant ritual, carrying supernatural meaning. After many years of research and excavation, there is still no definitive answer to this issue. On the mysteries surrounding the Quetzalcoatl pyramid and the enigmatic temple of the serpent god in Teotihuacan. However, research experts are still striving to uncover valuable clues related to this archaeological site, and promises to potentially shed some light on the mystery of the pyramid complex at Teotihuacan, as well as the vanished civilization that once thrived there. Recently, Ms. Shannon Parker posted a video capturing the discovery of a strange, giant creature on the mountainside. When she and her husband, Ted Sontire, took the train from Silverton to Durango, Colorado, USA. Mrs. Parker recounted that as the train passed by a mountainside, she asked her husband to watch for any moose sightings. However, Mr. Parker, her husband, didn't see anything moving at all. At that moment, a man sitting next to Ted Sontire took out his phone and recorded the incident. The strange creature moved along the mountainside before suddenly sitting down, blending into the surrounding grass and trees. He told her that it might be the mythical creature Bigfoot, but Mrs. Parker said that discovering Bigfoot is extremely difficult. There were hundreds of people on the ship, but only 3 or 4 actually saw that strange creature. "I'm not sure what you all think, but Mrs. Parker told the New York Post that this strange creature was over 2 meters tall. Crew members on the ship also confirmed having seen a similar creature before. Mrs. Parker's Facebook post received mixed reactions from the online community, with many expressing skepticism about the mentioned discovery. There is still no official conclusion on whether the creature in the video shared by Mrs. Parker is the legendary Bigfoot. The U.S. National Guard confirms that Bigfoot stories have been circulating for a very long time. Among them is the story of a creature covered in fur, standing about 2 meters tall, lurking in the forest and occasionally threatening campers or long-distance hikers. In reality, settlers in North America during the late 19th and early 20th centuries often recounted encountering the Bigfoot creature multiple times. Currently, many research groups continue to tirelessly search for evidence of Bigfoot's existence in the forests of the American Northwest. However, they have yet to find truly convincing evidence. According to various sources, Bigfoot, also known as Sharkwad, is a mysterious creature resembling a giant primate, often reported to appear in North America. This is considered a mysterious creature, akin to the Loch Ness Monster. The reality is, there is very little verifiable evidence proving the existence of Bigfoot. Only a few lucky cases have encountered this strange creature, but no one has managed to capture a clear image of its face or form. Most Bigfoot sightings typically occur in the Northwest region, where this giant creature is deeply rooted in Native American legends. Sharkwad. Some indigenous people in southwestern British Columbia use this word to refer to a hairy or wild person. In 1884, the British colonist newspaper in Victoria, Canada, published an article describing a strange, gorilla-like creature spotted in the area. This caused a stir among the villagers. In 1958, the Humboldt-Time newspaper in Northern California published an article about the discovery of giant footprints near Brad Creek, California. In this story, the mysterious creature is called Bigfoot. Since then, curiosity about the Bigfoot monster exploded in the latter half of the 20th century. To date, there is still no verified evidence proving the existence of the mythical creature Bigfoot. When conducting scientific analysis of samples suspected to be from Bigfoot, experts noted that they have a completely ordinary origin, while scientific evidence for Bigfoot's existence is extremely scarce. In fact, there once existed a giant primate that walked upright on Earth. Specifically, the discovered fossils indicate that this creature has the scientific name Gigantopithecus blacki, standing up to 3 meters tall and weighing up to 270 kilograms. However, this animal lived in Southeast Asia, not North America, and it went extinct hundreds of thousands of years ago. This primate species is more closely related to modern monkeys than to humans and chimpanzees. The entire fertile Nile Delta is regarded as the cradle of ancient Egyptian civilization. That civilization existed for thousands of years. In this civilization, the most renowned and accomplished period was likely the era of the great pharaohs, thanks to the splendor of ancient Egypt. For example, Joshua, Khufu, Akhenaten, Tutankhamun, or Remshitai. In reality, by the end of the 19th century, many tombs of the great pharaohs, scattered across various locations, had been discovered, excavated, or looted by grave robbers. However, to this day, there are still intact tombs being discovered and excavated. In 2020, archaeologists discovered something novel in Joshua. This is a royal cemetery located in the desert on the west bank of the Nile, about 40 kilometers from the city of Cairo. Specifically, archaeologists have uncovered numerous artifacts and cultural relics inside a coffin identified as belonging to a king. According to the tradition of the Eight-Cab Kodai people, only the kings, also known as pharaohs, of this kingdom had the privilege of being entombed within the pyramids. Celestial scholar Jadminal Shashri, an Eight-Cab scholar and the head of the archaeological team, pieced together the wooden fragments found in the burial chamber with his colleagues. Finally, they completed the coffin lid with an intricately carved face. Initially, the researchers began their work with the assumption that the owner of the sarcophagus in the main pyramid was a king. However, during the restoration process combined with research, the initial assumption was quickly proven incorrect. This family heirloom explains that the coffin lid is carved with the image of a person wearing a Hatter-style wig. This accessory was favored by women during the Middle Kingdom period. Hathor is a goddess in ancient Egyptian religion, worshipped at Dendera. She embodies diverse roles, from bestowing life to presiding over death. Hathor was regarded as an extremely important deity in ancient Egyptian religion during the Old Kingdom period. This goddess is often depicted wearing a sun disk crown and a pair of cow horns on her head. Hathor is the goddess who symbolizes love, beauty, femininity, the sky, happiness, art, minors, and also sexuality. The mysterious woman's cloak was discovered lying next to a bed carved with numerous hieroglyphs. Therefore, scientists hope that this will help them decode and identify the woman's identity. Such a shame that the record of that woman. However, Egyptologists have deciphered the remaining hieroglyphs and pointed out that the most remarkable thing about this bed is that we have identified it as once belonging to a princess' daughter, yet despite knowing the tomb. But this person's identity remains a mystery. Notably, the reason why this princess was buried in a pyramid remains an unsolved mystery. Professor Aidan Jobson from Burrito University stated that this pyramid-style design was specifically built for a king. This is no place for a lowly grunt of the Hoang Sa squadron. A princess usually has only a small grave. This very difference is what makes the burial of a princess inside the pyramid a true mystery. To delve deeper into this princess, researchers shifted their focus to the historical period in which she lived. That was the period of ancient China, approximately from 2030 to 1650 BC. However, to this day, the identity of the Egyptian princess buried in the pyramid remains an unsolved mystery. Hidden deep beneath the nearly dried-up ancient riverbed, the brave explorers inadvertently uncovered a terrifying secret within the laws of nature. The relentless sunlight exposed the remains of a mysterious, colossal creature. Though just a piece of cloth, the flag carries immense meaning and astonishing power. The sentence made them strain their backs as if facing an alien creature. This river holds secrets from a forgotten era, yet this creature defies all scientific understanding. The soldier had a fierce face with cold, bloodthirsty demon-like eyes and sharp, lion fang-like teeth, looking utterly terrifying. Its wings make people think of giant insects. This is considered one of the most colossal and terrifying creatures, defying all scientific understanding. To this day, no one has been able to determine what species this creature belongs to or where it originated from. It's simply a product of someone. How do you feel about this giant monster? That's it for our video today. Goodbye, and see you all next time.
you.